She is a lakefront specialist, baby. Unbelievable. From Lake, you guys ever heard of Lake Norman near Charlotte, North Carolina? Let's give it up for Kathy Byrnes. Come on, Kathy!
I'm so excited! Thank you. Oh my gosh, this has been on a vision board to be up here. I have my friends take a picture of me up here every year so that I could be here. So today I'm going to tell you my story. Oh, I got to do the controls. Okay. That's a picture taken in Puerto Vallarta at one of Brent's events, and I thought, man, that's a marketing machine right there, because so many people are uncomfortably comfortable and they choose not to do anything about it. Well, at 55, I said, I'm gonna do something about it. I lived a pretty large lifestyle. I was gonna walk away from a really cool car, which I'm a car girl, and I knew that I needed to do this. And I prayed. I was a newly born-again Christian, and I prayed to God, please open my Red Sea and help me escape a life that just didn't serve me. And so he did, really quickly actually. So at 55, with only $600 to my name, I was broke. I turned in my Lexus and I bought a little Taurus named Gertie, and off we went to North Carolina to live with my daughter. And that was going to be a challenge because I wasn't bringing any money with me. And she took me in with open arms. But I got to tell you, I was excited. I knew I could do it. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew I could do it. And so this is my path. So the first year I said, man, I'm going to open up an eBay store. I had a bunch of jewelry that I really liked at the time. And I had some collectibles, and I said, I'm going to set up an eBay store, and I'm going to start selling some of those things to help me survive while I tried to figure out what I was going to do. And in 2006, I got my real estate license. My family had been in real estate. My father was a commercial builder. My mom was a successful realtor. And I thought, I can do that, you know? So I went to Coldwell Banker because I loved the color of their logo. And they said they wanted me. I said, okay. And but the funny thing was, you know, they didn't teach you anything there. I said, oh, okay. And there was no collaboration, and I thought, okay, I better dig in and figure this out. So I started studying the market. I was a financial planner prior to this for 23 years, and I said, I'm gonna study this market. I'm gonna see where's the sweet spot. So I looked at the waterfront. I'm a Michigan girl, and I've been around water all my life. And I thought, yay, Michigan. And I thought, I'm gonna study the water because I look at my net, not my gross. I was figuring out the commissions that you would make with your different splits, and what's my net? I needed to bring something to the table for my daughter because she was supporting me and moving me along like, go get some money, girl. And so I saw that sweet spot, but it really wasn't working well for me at Coldwell Banker, although I did phone duty, and that helped a lot. So I moved over to RE/MAX, and I did that in 2008. And that was a good move for me. I wanted to be around agents that were performing better than me, and I hoped that I could learn from them, and I did. I ended up getting a business partner there, and we worked expireds. We would go up a 9-mile-long peninsula and go knock on doors, and every day we would every Saturday we would meet, and we'd knock on the door. We already knew the scoop on the house. We'd done some research on it from a system I created. And then one day, see that vet? Patty pulls up. That was my business partner at the time. And she pulls up in the 65 fully restored Corvette with headers and side pipes, and she's humming and beautiful. And I said, oh my God, that's the holy grail of marketing, girl. Because we lived in Mooresville, North Carolina, which was called Race City, where the NASCAR guys lived, and lots of classic car collectors like both of us were. I said, oh my God. So off we went to go knock on doors and got our first $1.8 million listing. Woohoo! And it was on the water, and so our story began. And that's how we started to become waterfront specialists. And we were there for about 6 years or so and built up a nice business, but we started to see, man, we're giving RE/MAX an awful lot of money. We should look someplace else, because they weren't really offering us anything. There wasn't collaboration there. And so a friend of ours from RE/MAX had started a new franchise called South State. And so we moved over there. But that was kind of a bumpy road for me, because Patty decided at a point in there that she was gonna go on another direction. We'd had a buyer's agent by then who was also our assistant, and I didn't have to do the minutia, I didn't have to do the buyers. I didn't like working with the buyers. And so anyway, when she decided to go another direction, I'd also had to, that same week, go pick up my mother who had dementia, who lived in Georgia, and I had to pick her up and figure out how was I going to take care of her. And now I'm a single agent, and that was kind of tricky. I was like, holy cow, okay. So I ended up also being very challenged with one of the owners. He was a corporate guy. I don't do well with being told what to do. And so, and he was telling me I had to come into the office and do this and do that. And I'm like, hey, this is my business, buddy. I'm just parking my license here with you. You better back off. And he also didn't have a whole lot of integrity, and that really kind of drove me nuts. And one day I called him on it, and I was quickly fired. So I said, oh, okay. So I ended up trying to figure out what was going to be happening with that. And let me see, where am I at? Okay, so I got fired from him in 2016. I had 48 hours to move my license over, and I was one of the top listing agents in the firm. So he let me take them. I said, you better damn well let me take them. So anyway, I took them, but I didn't know that right around the corner opportunity was about to happen, which was great. And so I called my friend Shelly Johnson and Craig LePage, and I said, here's my dilemma. And they said, well, come on over and sit by us. They're at Keller Williams, and that was great, because honestly, I didn't know what to do. I was feeling really pressured, and life was tough, and at that point, I'm 66 years old. I forgot to tell you, I was 55 when I started all this. So, you know, starting life over, there's a lot of people that have interviewed me about my story, and like, they're so afraid to take that chance. And the truth is, if you don't take that chance, oh man, you just gotta. Because my life has been transformed by moving from Michigan and starting on this path. Even all those other sucker punches, there's presence in those sucker punches. I learned that a long time ago. So I'm 66 then, I've got no savings. Talk about the IRS, I got a really good story there, but I'll tell you later. And anyway, so KW offered me a coaching position to teach their agents. And it was the newbies that they were bringing over like crazy. And I said, well, let me look at your stuff. I looked at it and I said, I don't really like that. It's pretty old fashioned. And they were gonna charge them 10%. They were gonna pay me 10% and guaranteed for a year. And I thought, if I don't like it, and these poor agents, they're gonna net out at 38% on every deal. I said, that didn't feel very integrative to me, and I really didn't want to be a part of it. So I didn't. I respectfully declined, and I ran into Craig and Shelly. At lunch and told them my dilemma again, and they said, come join our team. And that felt really good. I thought, oh yeah, that feels comfortable. I'd been stalking Craig LePage because he was such an incredible marketer, and I was trying to replicate it on a beer budget, and I did it. And then Shelly, well, she's just the best, as everybody knows. And I thought, yeah, I'm on that team, that sounds great. And 2 weeks later, they go to eXp. I go, what? Oh my God. But before, see this picture right here? We're in Puerto Vallarta, one of Brent's events, and I'm with Ali Hugu. And I said, Ali, I want to ask you, have you asked me a question? And Craig, get over here, videotape this, buddy. And so I said, ask me what was my biggest fear. And so he does. And I said, it was that I would be a burden to my children and that I would be putting signs in the yard in my 80s. And I thought, oh man. But eXp gave me hope, and I'm so grateful. So once we got over there, I thought, man, I better check this thing out. And I fell in love with that agent equity program. I said, what? You're gonna let me give you 5% of my commission. You're gonna buy stock at a discounted price, and it's liquid? So if I had an emergency with taxes or something, I got some free money? I said, wow, I'm really loving that. And then I said, wait, what's this revenue share thing? It's like a network marketing company on steroids, but instead of trying to sell vitamins and stuff, they're gonna let me, we're all selling real estate anyway? Are you kidding me? I said, oh, hell yes, I'm in with this. And my business was already growing because of the collaboration, and I just loved it. And for the first time, real estate became fun. It was never fun for me. It was always an obligation and figure out how was I gonna survive. And my vision boards were coming true. So right there, that was my first house at age 67 that I ever bought in my life all by myself. And that's my granddaughter. And they live right around the corner, which is amazing. And this guy right here, Caesar, wherever you are, I told you it'd be on here, buddy. I interview agents every event because I come to every single event and I'm in the front row. You'll see me standing in there to be the first one in because I friggin' love to learn and grow, and you need to. And I ask them 4 questions. 1, where were you before? 2, how did someone get you to even look at eXp? Or did they have to try and get your wall knocked down? And 3, what's your favorite thing? And 4, what would you say to that person who had their wall up, right? And number 3, what's your favorite thing? That's the key, because it's collaboration. 99.9% of those agents I interview always say it's the collaboration, and it's powerful. And I saw that display at one of the eXp cons in Success, and I jumped in there and I said, take my picture, because I felt like a success, and that was so exciting. I gotta go faster. But right there, you see that 65 Shelby Cobra? That baby's mine, and I'm a badass in her. Her name is Stella. So I have a vision of attracting agents in the 40+ age bracket, because those agents are struggling either to do their business, they're probably starting life over, and they may not know tech. I'm a techie myself. That's one of the other reasons I freaking love this company. And nobody's really helping them. And my goal is to be that person, to be that resource, because I believe in empowering. So here's what I've got. 2 YouTube channels, each with a different goal, but with a single mission. The top one is Real Estate Riches. It's actually Get Real Estate Riches, because somebody else had my cool idea. And what that one's all about is I interview agents all over the country and ask their story. What did you do to help you make your business grow? And they're all kinds. They're individual agents, they're teams, they're brokers, all different success levels, because I don't know everything, and I want people to learn from them. And the other one is Tech Savvy Realty Solutions. And what that is teaching the specifics of all kinds of cool tools that are out there that agents can benefit from. And what's great about that is I learn too. I mean, standing in line out here, you learn. That's why you come to these events. All the collaboration, the jewels and the gold that I've got here, man, it's exciting. I freaking love this stuff. And in summary, I'm 73. I'm excited, I'm grateful, and I'm motivated, and I love eXp. And I'm so grateful to Glenn Sanford for coming up with this motivating idea and to really change agents' lives. It's so powerful. And I'm grateful to Shelley Johnson and Craig LePage, because they really changed the trajectory of my life. And that's what I want you to do. And think about when you're inviting somebody, this is a blessing. This is a gift. Man, you can change lives. I think about the legacy that I want to have for my granddaughter, my little Olivia, who sent me a voice text this morning saying, hey, Grandma, you're going to be great. She's 7 years old. She goes, imagine me standing right by your side, Grandma. You got this. I love that. Thank you all.